Let me take you back to a night that changed the course of history forever. The birth of Jesus Christ. In the small town of Bethlehem, under a star-filled sky, a story began that would be told for thousands of years to come. A young couple, Mary and Joseph, had traveled all the way from Nazareth. Mary was expecting a baby, and they were exhausted from their long journey. But when they arrived in Bethlehem, they found every inn was full. Can you imagine their desperation? A baby about to be born and nowhere to rest? Finally, an innkeeper showed them to a humble stable. Now, this wasn't your typical nursery. It was filled with animals, hay, and the earthy smells of a working barn. But it would become the most famous birthplace in human history. That night, something extraordinary happened. As shepherds watched their flocks in the fields nearby, the sky suddenly lit up with an otherworldly light. Angels appeared, announcing the birth of a savior. These simple shepherds became the first witnesses to an event that would split time itself into before and after. Meanwhile, in the east, wise men noticed a peculiar star, brighter and more significant than any they'd seen before. They understood its meaning and began a long journey, carrying precious gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Back in that humble stable, Mary wrapped her newborn son in swaddling clothes and laid him in a manger, a feeding trough for animals. Think about that for a moment. The one Christians would call the King of Kings, the Prince of Peace, had his first bed made of hay. This wasn't just any birth. It was the beginning of a story that would inspire billions, shape civilizations, and offer hope to countless generations. Whether you're religious or not, the humility and wonder of this story continue to touch hearts today. 2,000 years later, we still celebrate this night. Christmas lights, nativity scenes, and carols all echo back to that starlit evening in Bethlehem, when hope entered the world in the most unexpected way, through a child born in a stable. In a world that often feels divided and troubled, this story reminds us that the most profound changes can come from the humblest beginnings, and that light can shine brightest in the darkest places.